Deja at the Eglin store, and she's so sweet. Um, she said the reason she hadn't called me back, she was trying to figure out what number was mine. I was like, no. So anyway, she uh, put into the district manager and her manager because she's not a manager, and uh, she seems to think that the whole thing can be refunded all the way through on this unit here. All that money I paid yesterday was apparently only for this when I thought I was paying internet for these two. Um, she did confirm that on the contract thing, she said it's really not a contract. It's an agreement, they call it, as far as T-Mobile's concerned. That's 2 years. And she says what they do is they make you pay this up front and then they refund you every month for 2 years in little pieces. Um, but now, see, the guy told me I had to return this, that I would never own it, that it was their property. And I should have asked her about that too. Um, but she said that they should be able to reverse the whole thing and give me my money back, including the activation $30 fee that now the second store is now telling me that I won't get back. When she said this morning I get it all back. So, and I'm sure you would have enjoyed seeing that when I'm in the store and she can't give it all back to me. That would be so bogus. Because the second call she was saying she'd only give me like $40 back out of 100. Please. So anyway, so the girl was real nice, and then I told her, I said I couldn't get into the website or the app to register at all, and it wouldn't go through on the so-called numbers. These actually have their own independent phone numbers, and it wouldn't take that or my email to sign up type thing. And she said, well, it's probably because you don't have a T-Mobile phone. I said, and I thought that too. And she said, yeah, I think it's just because you don't have a T-Mobile phone. Hey, what's going on? Inspirational Nomad. I'm getting jacked by T-Mobile. But anyway, she was so helpful. And she's forwarding it to the district manager and her manager. And now her manager won't be back till Monday. And I said, ooh, it's getting kind of scary because I've had this thing overnight and hadn't used it. Is the time period going to be difficult? Thank you so much for the thumbs up, Inspirational Moment. I appreciate you so much. I love you. And she said, no, it's not a problem. That actually, they have a 14-day return period for all their items. I said, wow. So, she told me a lot of really good things. But she said she wasn't authorized because she's not a manager to handle it. They have to sign off on the deal. And then as far as the $30 activation fee that I wasn't told about, she said the manager really had to be the one to sign off on that to get that refunded. But she didn't think it was going to be any problem because they lied to me. They didn't tell me everything. And she said that's really important, to be honest. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate the $2. Every penny counts. As a matter of fact, I'm having massive problems here where this company is trying to hoof me for $100 that I don't need to be spending. Um, my 3-ball tires aren't getting me far. But yeah, so it's a good positive effect. The girl's great. And I think it might be solved. And like I said, she said it'd be okay till Monday. Just hanging on to this thing until her manager gets back to handle it. But she's very nice and very helpful. So I'm very blessed for being able to deal with a wonderful, wonderful person that's made huge special efforts today on a Saturday to assist me in my situation. So I hope it gets done because I'm kind of sad. Like I told her, even if I had the money to do all that, I still would be unhappy because they didn't tell me all this stuff up front. Everything I was supposed to be paying when I thought I was just paying the internet on these two. And I was paying a whole bunch of charges on this. And I didn't even know until after I left. Because they threw this in my bag that I never saw. 6 pages of documentation. So anyway, um, we'll see what happens, I guess, on Monday. I'm not going to that other store because I can't do any more negative stuff and any more drama today. Um, I'm trying to keep it positive and get some work going. If anybody knows anything about remote work on the computer, I'm looking into that. I have this unit, which is unlimited, which rocks. And I'm real happy with that, which is like $50 a month. And you have to pay anything. There's no contract, no activation, no setup, no nothing. And it works quite nicely. I'm real happy with it. Um, but yeah, I'm looking to see if I could do some additional work remote on the computer. I've been trying to get into Amazon. And Amazon will even give you a brand new laptop and a router thing um, to do their work and stuff. But there's nothing that will work with my area apparently for customer service or something. But probably have to go into entry level since I've never done it before. I'll probably have to do entry level type job. So I'm looking for something. We'll see what I can get. One of my subs works for a bank, um, online remote job, and they're real happy with it. And yeah, customer service with Amazon. That's what I kind of wanted to do. But there's I guess a lot of jobs with customer service, call center, um, or dispatcher. Um, yeah, I'd like to try something like that. I just don't know where to find it or how to start. I've looked all over the internet. I watched a couple other YouTuber vlogs, um, and that didn't do me much good. Um, but I'm intrigued by it. Indeed.com. I can do that. Yeah. Um, I'll do check that out. On a lot of these employment sites that I looked on last night and today, they would you put it on remote job and then your city and state that you're in, and then all of a sudden it sends you all this other stuff. Remote work in location field. Hey Roxanne, what's going on? Oh yeah, okay, I'll try that. I will try that. Um, and I'll write that down too. But yeah, I want to do check that out. See if I can hook up on something that'll be like regular income. Well, I'm trying to get all this stuff listed because I've had like no sales in the last 30 days. Yes, and that channel I gave you has various companies that do online WAH jobs. Okay, I'll go back to that one again. I watched a couple others, and they were kind of interesting. Hey, Roxanne, do you have to use a headset with yours, or what do you do? Or do you have to call people or anything? Do you know how many times I've been asked to do 911? When I moved over by Memphis, I had an officer come to my door. They were going to make all my tags and me, and they begged me to come work for the department. I went, no. All done. I had his raise. And then he said, well, will you at least be, the dispatcher? We'd love to have you. And I said, no. Yeah, I had a little bitty girl then. Yeah, it could be stressful, but if you can talk, see, I have the gift of gab. Fortunately or unfortunately, I love people. And people always come to me to solve problems. You wouldn't believe it. I heard somebody say something about me today that wasn't very nice, and I was very disappointed. Um, Dispatcher is definitely something in your energy. Yeah, it probably is. Um, your job requires a headset, and they do make you do calls. Do you have to do calls on a computer or on a phone? Because see, I can start my street talk, office phone back up. That's not a problem. Use that. I just don't know about using my own phone. That would kind of bite. Start small, part time. Okay. Yes. So somebody said something that I heard today from my office. And it was in regards to the auction unit that I wanted really bad. And the guy was up there talking all this trash to the employee who I've been really good friends with. Apparently not, though. They use a computer system to make the calls. I see. Um, so uh, the guy says, well, who's that lady? And then this person said, like, that was my good friend, said, oh, she's crazy and she just gets involved in everybody's stuff. I was like, whoa. So that totally hurt my feelings, and that's another discussion. That's actually, my friend died. They've been hanging on to the unit for months. Finally, they get ready to auction off. When I had the money to do it, would you consider working night shift at Planet Fitness? It would solve your night parking issue, and then you could do side work during the day. Well, I really don't want to work around people because of the pandemic. My health is sucky, and I'm just afraid that I'll just be walking into death. You know, I need medical right now, and I can't afford it. So that's the only thing. Otherwise, I mean, everybody would hire me around here. I don't have any trouble trying to get a job anywhere and getting good pay. Even my corporate had restarted. They went broke in the pandemic, closed the company, and they called me and begged me to come back last month and go work desk and all that. And I was like, no. But night shift, fewer people, less politics. Yeah, the only thing is they're not open 24 hours on the weekend, only at nights. And they've kind of got a lot of people working over there now. And I mean, I could be a trainer too, but I just really, it's scary for me to go in there and take a darn shower. I only go at certain times, and like I didn't even go yesterday. It's so damn cold. Mother of God, it's cold at daytime, nighttime, and today. Last night was about 50 degrees, if that. It was wretched. Um, so it kind of fluctuates around here. It kind of goes up, down, up, down. you know. So it's Florida. It's the weather changes in the winter, and it rains whenever. So yeah, I still, you know, and kind of thinking about Tampa. I used to work there a lot, and I love the people there. Tampa's always 10 degrees warmer than here, but yeah. So the guy that bought the unit, he he bid the crap out of me, then turned around and said, and he bought 2 units. He's never bought auction before, and he yells out, if ever anybody wants anything, they can have it free. I just want to empty the unit out because I need the unit. And so people are like jumping through there, and I couldn't even get in there. And then I saw a couple things on the outside. I said, well, do you want that or do you want that? And then he didn't answer. And then these other people were doing with him, and then all of a sudden he decided he thought he should charge. He said, well, I guess I should charge some. Like, he changed his mind. Um, and so they were willing to pay him whatever he named, because he was like, what do you give me for that? And they said, no, tell me what you want. And he did it like dirt cheap, like 20 here and 10 here for a whole bunch of stuff. Really expensive stuff. And I couldn't even get into the picture. Then he wanted us to all go over to this other unit that he apparently bought. And that looked like a bunch of junk, but it's hard to say. You don't know until you emptied out. And this one guy went diving through there and grabbed a bunch of stuff out of there, and he paid him like $10 for that. Whole bunch of tools. And then the guy said, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know why I bid on this type. I just needed the big unit. And it's like, oh God. And he's like, how much time do you have to clean it out? I said, well, usually like 2 days. And he's like, oh wow, well, I guess I'll be paying on a couple units. I said, probably. And so then I said, if you need any help, he said, well, here's my number. So he gives me his number, and I said, well, I'll just send you a message, so you know who I am, and let me know if you need help or the stuff you don't want or whatever. And he's like, okay, great. That goes into the office today talking poop about me. Well, I'll set her straight. It does. Set me straight for what? You know? I love everybody. I try to help everybody. You know, the guy, I already told management in the office that the guy never called me or texted me back. He drove by my car yesterday like he was going to say something. And then he just kept driving. Yeah, that's pretty weird. I mean, and he's like, well, I'll straighten her right out or something like that. Like, what is it you're going to straighten out with me? Huh. You know, I offered my help. I tried to buy stuff. He wouldn't let me have anything free like all the other people. And then even when I wanted to try to buy something, he didn't want to do that. So I didn't want to bother him, you know. But he doesn't know what he's doing. That's a fact. Like he said, I don't know why I bought this stuff. I just needed the unit. Have I considered selling the items out of the units the storage places? Units out of the units the storage places sell. No, I sell my stuff as soon as I bid on it. It's listed in a moment. I keep photographing listings. I yank stuff out. I donate about 80% of it, and those donations go to places that sell it or give it to the homeless. I also spend a huge amount of money on washing clothes because you can't donate it unless it's clean. They won't let you. And then if they sell it, they use that to help homeless people and stuff. Give them meals, and they have a couple homeless houses around that they keep like 9 or 10 people in, and it helps cover, you know, their utilities and stuff for that, you know, to house people temporarily till they get a place. But no, as soon as I get a unit, I've done a couple vlogs on it. As soon as I get a unit, I'm like yanking stuff out, photographing. Boom, boom, boom. And I mean, some stuff sells in 10 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. It might be a day, 3 days, a week, whatever. And I have to move it into my storages till it sells. And I still have some stuff left over from the other storages, which I'm still listing. And you know, I've got stuff like coin collections and stamp collections, Coke bottle collections that I haven't even listed yet. But they don't go very fast or anything, so I'm not sweating. Yeah, I mean, it's money. I pay my bills doing storage auctions. That's my big money. It's like there. But this one was supposed to be at this one complex. This one was supposed to be the last one in person. And it was all going online, which I wasn't going to be real game for. Because I would pray to God they didn't have shields on there jacking the price up. But the lady said that it would be next month they'll have another live one. So, you know, but I never know. You know, I might not even be here next month. I might be in another state or city or whatever. I don't know. I'm just taking what the world has to give. So, in the meantime, I'm just trying to get everything listed that I've got in retail stock because it needs to be sold. And makes it cheaper on me for storages if I could reduce these storages. But, yeah. So, and I got a homeless girl that bought some furniture from me. I gave her like dirt cheap. That she's putting in a storage unit because she's getting ready to get a place to live. And she needed furniture. So, I sold a bunch of pieces the other day to her. And it just gets it out of my storage unit. And I still make money. And I've got to put that on my thing. Because that one unit I bought for $5, I made $2.90 on, which I've actually made some more because I've sold some pieces since then. Because I inventory everything, and then I know, you know, who I sold it to and how much. So I do real well. I just didn't get a very good unit the last time, and this time I didn't get any. There was 4 units out of about 19 that were supposed to be auctioned. She keeps holding them back, so they have to keep them for so many months, and then they can go up. And there's a lot of them been sitting around for months that should have gone to auction. But fresh ones, they don't get auctioned right away. It takes 2 or 3 months for them to go to auction. So, but yeah, I was kind of bummed when I heard those 2 guys talking like that. I mean, I could hear it clear as bell because it's in my office. And that hurt. But Be interesting because I got somebody else to talk to that is over some folks. So yeah, I just was very surprised because I thought that person was a wonderful friend, and apparently not. So yeah, very sad. I love people and I have a lot of faith in people, but I guess I'm stupid sometimes. I believe in some folks, and I shouldn't, I guess. But that's life. It wouldn't be the first one, that's for sure. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing great today. Um, and thank you again, Inspirational Nomad, for the tip. Man, I really, 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 really appreciate you. Every penny counts, especially right now. Uh, but yeah, I'm hoping that the sales are going to pick up. Everybody on Etsy says that they haven't made any sales in the last 30 to 60 days. And they say that sales are usually good for November, December, January, so we'll see. You know. Yeah, I got Super Chuck from Inspirational Nomad. That's so cool. He's a good cat. He's out of Tampa. Right now he's up in Jersey visiting his mom, and I bet it's cold as a bone. Woohoo! It's gotta be terrible cold. Yeah, I hope so too. But I'm still listing, so we'll just see what happens. Um, but it would be great if I could get some of this stuff moved because it'll save me money on storage. I got so much more to list. It's a fact. I got so much more to list. So, um, we'll see what happens. Plus, I'm also working on some rhinestone kid shoes that I had already, and I'm rhinestoning them right now. And I got one pair that's almost ready, but it's already listed. And the other pair I've got to do it and photograph it and list it. And so those will be some new additions because I'm always working on stuff and listing stuff I already have made. So I already have the stuff. I don't have to buy it. I have the stock. It just needed to be decorated. So it's not like I'm going out spending any money because I'm not. I'm trying to hold on to the pennies. So I'd like to do a few shirts and stuff, but I don't know if I'm going to have time. They take a little bit longer. But yeah, so that's where we're at today. I got my return call from the girl at the third T-Mobile store. And she needs me to hold on until Monday because her manager won't be back from vacation until Monday. But she did also give me his name and number in the event I'm missing him. But she's going to go ahead and email the district manager and her boss and let them know. But she seems to feel pretty firm that I'll get a full refund on this deal because they didn't tell me all the stuff they were supposed to tell me. So that would be nice. I just hate going that far into time because I'm afraid the longer we wait, then it's going to be, they're not going to be able to refund it. And I just can't afford that right now. Not the way they're doing it. I thought I paid for the internet time, and all that money I gave them yesterday was going towards this, and I still have a balance on it. I haven't even started it up. I mean, I'd love to have it to use right now just for the hell of it, but I don't need it right now. Now, if I got a remote job, I might need it. That way I'll always be on the internet because I can't carry this with me everywhere and use it. It only stays here. They said I could relocate it in the future if I needed to, and there was service available for that. But you can't do it right now. You can't just pick it up and move it somewhere and take it to a hotel or whatever. It won't work. So I'm supposed to stay where it is. So that's okay. I mean, it's a hell of a deal. Hands down, you can't beat it. It's one hell of a deal. So, I'm happy with it. It's okay. I haven't tried my computer on it yet, but man, my phone flies. Like my lives don't stop at all or anything. They run so good, even here in my office. Oh, they're so nice on that internet. What a difference. Whew. But yeah. So there it is. So we won't know much probably until Monday, unless something happens tomorrow. We'll see. I didn't even know if their store's open tomorrow. I didn't ask her. Oh, I did ask her about why I can't sign onto the website, or the app. And yeah, really. Um, and uh, she seemed to think it was because I don't have a T-Mobile number, even though these have phone numbers. But she said that the live phone number for the phone service. And I told her, I said I kind of thought that too. But I wasn't sure. So, but anyway, yeah, because I wanted to use a referral code for you guys, so you get a cool deal. And but I don't know if that's gonna be happening real soon. We'll see. But I would like to keep this, but this is a problem unless they try to do something right with it because they lied to me over and over and over again. Not cool. I like to know what I'm purchasing. I should have been informed what I'm purchasing upfront before I made the purchase because none of it made any sense. So, other than that, that's just about it. And I love you guys coming by. You rock. And I'll talk to you in a little bit. Do some kind for a stranger, and I'll talk to you in a little bit. Love you.